if I was to start again on YouTube completely from zero, how would I get millions of subscribers? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what I would do and how I would do it, and actually give you a tutorial. A lot of people tell you things, but they don't show you. So I'm going to show you what I would do if I was to start from zero right now on YouTube. The first thing you need to do is choose a niche. Do you want to do faceless videos or non-faceless videos? Do you want to be on camera or do you want to be off camera? In this video, we're going to go mainly for people who want to be off camera, because it's a very easy example to show how you can start doing YouTube right now. So the first thing you need to do is decide what videos are you going to make and what channel are you going to make. Okay, so I put together a bunch of different niches that you can do, which are untapped right now, which will help you make a decision. So this channel right here is to do with space. It's all to do with space, things found in space, etc., etc., Voyager 2, that type of stuff. This one is about relationships, okay? So all these are faceless, by the way, which I'll show you how to do. Picking the right partner, things about your partners you didn't know, powerful signs, etc., etc. This one's about food, food production, how it's made, etc. in the world. This one's about planes. You can see the views on these channels, guys, are getting hundreds of thousands of views, right? And there's many other channel examples. This one right here is, kind of like last moments caught on camera. This one right here is about the world, countries that Google Street doesn't see, and facts about the world that you probably wouldn't see anywhere else. This one's about, kind of how to calm yourself down, how to be calm in life. There literally is a million examples. This one's about motorbikes, racing, etc. This one's about geography again, how things in the world work, etc. This one's about medieval times. This one's about more medieval times. I've put together a whole list of channels, right? True crime you can do money videos about how to, understand people become millionaires, population, housing, stuff like that. All these type of videos. You could go down the old school route of the secret luxury of the old school finance. You can go down the eyes of the wars, movies, celebrities, how they get attractive. There's all different angles you can go down, and this is the first thing I'd understand, is choosing a niche for you. Now, what I've done for you guys is I've put together here loads of channels, so take a look at all these. Feel free to pause the video and just take a look at some of the examples here to see which one you kind of think is good for you. This one's about people getting trapped in caves, really good one. This one's about forgotten medieval things that people used to do in the past, etc. Once you've chosen your niche, then the next step is actually making the content. So the next content step is to make this content. So you need to decide, are you going to spend loads of time to learn how to edit your videos, how to make these videos? Are you going to voice the videos? Are you going to script the videos? Are you going to do all that? Or do you want somebody to do it for you? Now, 9 times out of 10, most people decide to just have someone do it for them. However, if you have no budget and you don't want to start and you want to start completely for free, you can do things yourself. You can do all this yourself. You can use stock footage from websites like Storyblocks. You can come on these websites and you can pay a small monthly fee for $30 and you can get tons of stock footage in all different niches, from nature to hospital to whatever, and you can use all these stock footage in your videos and have the visualization there. Now you can use, like I said, CapCut, you can use whatever, iMovie, whatever you want to put these all together and kind of speak over it yourself. Now, like I said, it really depends on what you want to do. Now, if you're thinking you don't want to use your voice, well, there's also a solution. You can use websites like 11 Labs. 11 Labs is very good. However, the one thing I will say about this is please don't use AI voices in terms of just random ones generated, because if you can use a voice that everyone else can have access to as well, YouTube doesn't like that. This is mainly used to clone your voice. So instead of you speaking all the time, you can clone your voice, so you don't have to keep saying things, and you can use your cloned voice in your videos. But like I said, please don't use just the generic AI voices, because the rule is if anyone can do it, then anyone can do it. And if you can do it, anyone else can do it. And then therefore you fall down the policy of YouTube's guidelines of, reuse content and AI slop. Once you've decided whether you want to do videos yourself or edit, you can then decide if you want to have other people do it for you. And here's how. The biggest way people do this is they normally go onto websites like Fiverr.com and they literally just buy a package altogether. So these are really cheap, guys. You can literally get them for £12. You can go on here and you can see, £11.97 for a 5-minute video or $23 for an 8-minute video, and they'll make everything for you. So they'll do your thumbnails, they do your video editing, the voiceover, they get everything for you, and you get a full finished video, which is
looked at your life?
Literally exactly what you're looking for on these types of videos, right? So that's the other option to do it. The one thing I will say about this though is it can become quite expensive once you add all these things in. and I actually have my own team who do this for me, and I'll give you access to them at the end of the video. But I have my own team who make all these videos for me at a way better price. Okay, so the next part I would suggest then is deciding, okay, once you figure out kind of what niche you want to go down, this is just an example here. A lot of people ask me like, you know, okay, so what video should I make, right? Like what type of video should I make next? And to be honest with you guys, it's very easy to do this in any niche that you're going into. So for example, we can go into streamers right now. This is just a streamer niche. The best way to find videos to make is to find channels that are doing really well in the niche, and you can go to the most popular videos and you can just recreate those. It's very easy to recreate these. You can just copy that and send it to the people on Fiverr and just say, look, I want to recreate this video. Just send them the link and they will literally for £23 just remake the whole thing in your own version. They send you a new thumbnail, new video, everything, right? And they can do it that way. Or you can go and do it yourself and do the thumbnails yourself, etc. like that. But the best way to find the videos to make is you could just type in what you're doing. So let's say you're doing streamers. So if you type in streamers at the top here, the selection that comes down here, all these options are the best ones to do because these are the ones that people are searching for the most. So streamers caught cheating, streamers who got some off their stream, streamers versus 9 to 5. All these options here are the most searched ones. So I would start off by just literally creating all of those, right? Just literally create all the ones that are coming up because they're the ones that are being searched the most. So if I go onto that, I'll find a ton of videos here and channels that are doing it. And I'd go onto there and go onto their most viewed videos and look at ones they're doing, right? And see. And then recreate those and just send those to the team. And that's how I'd make that's how I would start doing it. The same goes for any niche. So let's say you were doing, you know, automotive. You'd have all these examples, or like trucks, whatever. All these things that are come on here is the ideas I would do if you get the idea. So another one, for example, you'd be like how to make money, and then you could do all these other examples here on here, GTA, as a kid, from home, as a teenager with it. And these are the titles you're going to name your videos to start with to get the traction that you need. Now the biggest thing to understand here is when you're making a brand new channel, you need to actually choose two types of videos. Now the videos I've just shown you are there's two examples of videos you can make. Either one, you can make trending videos or evergreen videos. So evergreen videos are videos that will continuously get views over months and years to come. There's no timeline on those. The other types of videos is demand. So let's say like the World Cup's coming up right now, for example. A lot of the stuff you can do is a lot of like new World Cup news. I mean, that's more like kind of demanded now. Because it's very popular, and those are the type of things like if Trump's doing something or World Cups or the world's doing something, whatever it is, they're very on-demand things, and they can get you views faster to cover those topics, but in generic speaking, they won't get views after it's finished because the videos would be over, right? If that makes sense. So you can see some World Cup videos, for example, here that you can do, and it kind of gives you an example of what I'm talking about here, if that makes sense to you. Now, if you guys are struggling with YouTube and you want to get more results and you're not quite sure how to start, I've, over the last 10 years, have got billions of views across all my channels, and I've put together a full kind of program that is basically explains everything you need to do to start with YouTube. You know, inside you're going to get how the algorithm works, how to increase your views, click-through rate, watch time, find viral ideas, how to make faceless videos in full tapped niches, everything you need, one-to-one with me, live Q&A, supports everything, from somebody who's actually done it and actually does this all the time or here on YouTube and has multiple channels to show you guys. I'm not one of these gurus who can't show you their channels. I literally have millions of subscribers. My main channel has over 15 million subscribers, called Jamie Nyland. All that is public information, which I'm sure you can go find. But yeah, inside this program, I basically show you absolutely everything, you know, how to start YouTube and do everything. You've got the full modules from welcome to YouTube, how to set everything up, how to grow from zero, how to get your first 1,000 subscribers, the biggest mistakes YouTubers make, how to exactly edit your videos, what type of videos you should do, you know, how to make the most money, the complete faceless videos, the best faceless channels to start right now that are paying the most, everything in full detail. If you are interested in this, guys, I'll leave the link down below. You know, it's very, very cheap. It's not hundreds of pounds, and it's a community to help you guys out. But yeah, if I was to start again on YouTube and I was to do everything all over, these are the steps that I would do. I would start off by choosing a niche very specifically. I'd have a team make it for me very, very cheap, and I just literally recreate what's already working. Because the biggest thing people try and do here on YouTube is they try and beat around the bush and try and make things that don't need to be made. They try and overcomplicate things. They try and make something too new, and they think, oh well, no one's done this before, so if no one's done it, it'll go more viral. That's not quite how it works on YouTube. You know, don't change what works, just recreate what works. Add your own touch, and by giving your videos to an editor and a team who can do this for you, or even if you're doing it yourself, just change the thumbnail, change the title, adapt it, make your own version of what is working. That is the best way to grow. And like I said, all these guides are in my program, guys. But yeah, on this channel, I try and help you guys in many ways as I can to, you know, understand YouTube, understand how the algorithm works, and understand how you're going to get more views here on YouTube. So if you do want to watch more videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Jamie Tech. I bring you guys all this type of information every single day. So I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.